Hey, good evening, everyone, or morning or afternoon, whenever you're watching this. We're doing the recording for the next challenge, which is called the Simple Strength Challenge. So the flyers that Molly just finished came out. So you'll start seeing this blue and these little muscles, which all of us are going to be working on this next challenge. So we all know that it officially starts next Wednesday, the 29th. There are 30 days in this challenge, and there are only 3 exercises, and you do 20 reps of each one of the 3 exercises. And it takes about 3 to 5 minutes to do one round of all 3 of the exercises. So that's the basic format of the challenge. And this challenge is a little bit different than the 100 miles because we are not able to make up any days. So if you miss a day, you are just going to put a little X on your calendar. And it's fine. You can miss a day and still, qualify for some prizes, but you can't make it up. And what's great about that is once you cross off that day, it's like no guilt, no shame. It's like you wake up the next day and you just start over. And so we're going to get to practice a lot of that letting go of what has happened in the past and just keep moving the momentum and the energy forward. So a little bit about why I am doing or created this particular challenge at this particular part of the year. And what's really interesting is when we start this challenge on the 29th, it's actually on a new moon, which is pretty significant because new moon is new energy. And so this is like a fresh start, new energy. It's also Chinese New Year. Yay, yay, Chinese New Year. And it's the start of the simple strength challenge. So there's something to that, right? And the reason that it's very simple and it's about strength and just 3 simple moves is because we are in the season of winter. So we were just talking, Sin was here at the winter solstice, which was December 21st. And we realized that we just transitioned from fall into winter. We're in the middle of winter. The end of winter will switch over to spring like the 21st of March. So during this challenge, we're in the winter season. And what's kind of interesting, our culture and all of the things on TV and news is hype, 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 hype about, resolutions and, you got to get, your plans ready. And what's interesting is our human bodies we're seasonal beings. And this is the time of year where it's darker. Um, it's a time of year when we go inward and we're more contemplative. We can give our body more rest. And that we'll start to like beginning of the February 1st, which is the halfway point between the season, we're going to start waking up the body with just gentle movement. So this doing a little bit each day really sets the body up for a really good base, right? Because we want to play and have all kinds of fun in the spring and the summer. But this is about healing the body, building a base, and getting strong in a really safe, simple way, right? Because it's winter. I know we live in California and the sun's been out and it doesn't look like winter, but I have a lot of friends that live all over the world and they're telling me, I think I heard it was like -8 degrees, like in New Mexico or something. And Cherie can attest to how cold it is in Colorado. And I got a couple of you guys in Colorado and some of you guys up in Oregon and some of you guys on the East Coast, in those chilly states like Missouri. So anyways, we just have to remember and attune to our body for the seasons. So we're going to really try to build a base. We're going to care for our body every single day. And then we are also going to look at this as a time to be sacred time for ourselves. It's part of a really good way to heal the body is to have that connection that you do something consistently every single day where you can be in prayer, you can be in gratitude, And that's what we really want to do in this challenge is while you're doing the exercises, it's not so much about a punishment and reward, like just check it off so I get the prize. It can be that, but I'm going to offer the invitation that you also use this time that you get to do these exercises. You get to be quiet. You get to do them very, very slowly, and you get to be in like such honor of, that you actually can move the body. Even if you make variations in the biceps or the push-ups or the abs, it's still a connection to the body. And we're going to see what the prize is internally at the end of the 30 days. All right, so we do know that these exercises are gonna work our biceps, our tricep muscles, our chest, our shoulders, our abs. And today, one of my clients, Vivian, I had her doing push-ups against the wall or her dining room table. And she was like, I had her put her ankles together, knees, and squeeze her booty. And she's like, oh my gosh, it was even working my legs. So these are full body exercises if you slow down and you're really mindful of your form and what you're doing. A lot can happen. All right, so the challenge is we have a clear intent, right? We have a clear start date, a clear finish date. And we also know that, if you miss a day, you just put an X on it. If you if you do finish each day, there's little hearts on each day of the week. So you can color in the heart for each one of each one of the 3 exercises. And then there's some of you who are going to feel like, think about it. If you're doing this every single day for like 4 or 5 days in a row, you're actually going to get stronger. I know some of you knew that I got the flu like at Christmas. And so I've been down for about 3 weeks, Lauren. I think it's been like 3 weeks. And so a few days ago, I was starting to feel better. And so I started doing just a little bit. And I was pretty surprised how quickly and how strong I got after just the 3rd day. I mean, I'm not where I normally was because I'm just coming off of being sick, but I'm like, I think this really works. So I'm looking to all of you guys to also kind of chime in at the end of it and see like what did you notice with being consistent every day? So again, on the chart, there's 3 hearts. Every time you do 20 of each one of the exercises, you color it in. There's also a space where it has a 1, 2, and 3. So if you just do each one of the exercises once, you just circle the 1. If you're like feeling kind of like, I think this is gonna be sin and I'm badass. I can do more than one. And then there's a spot you can circle the 2, do it 2 times, and then there's a spot if you want to do 3 times in a row. So I don't care how many you do, have fun with it, but a minimum of 1. Make sense? So that's part of this little piece. And the other paper that you're gonna get is called my commitments page. And it's so cute. It's so cute. And what it does is it kind of gives you the date. So you kind of keep this in a journal or, just kind of keep it for reference at the end of the year and kind of see where you were last year or, next year when we do this again. There's a place for your name. And then it says your daily motivational level, and it has 1 through 10. So what I'm suggesting that you do every day, you're going to be like, am I at a 10? Like, woohoo, I can't wait to do this. And you'd circle the 10 that day. Like my motivation is super high. And then we all know that there are days where it's like, I have no motivation. I am at a 2. I may be a 2. And you just keep circling, and maybe you'll see that, you keep circling the 7s and you have like 3 or 4 circles around the 7. But I think it's really helpful to have information to know the excitement that we all have sometimes at the beginning, and then why is it certain days we lose our excitement, or, how often do we stay really high the whole time? Or, once we go low, do we stay low? So we're just looking for patterns inside of ourselves, and that's kind of a fun way to keep track of it. Does that make sense? So every day you just make your circle of your motivation after you color in your little heart. And then there's a place that says, I'm doing this challenge to improve and then I want you just to fill out that why. And in your check-in days, which are going to be on Wednesdays, that first check-in, I really want to see, and it's always fun to see why other people are doing this challenge. I get a lot of ideas from why other people are doing it. And I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. I hadn't thought of that. And then I use it for myself. So we can swap and share each other's whys and use it as inspiration. But I put some of the things of my whys is to increase my awareness, to also increase my strength. I'm also doing it because I want to create a daily devotional. So if you have a divine or spiritual or a prayer time, you can use this as your devotional time. And then I also wanted to improve my self-care. And this is a really great way to be gentle, kind, and still start building muscle, right? Because we all, especially women, right? We need more muscle to keep our posture up. We also know that more muscle keeps our metabolism moving better throughout the day. And just super to have muscle tone, helps our body posture, helps our bone density and all that good stuff, right? Okay, so we know Wednesday is check-in days. There are no makeup days. And if you miss a day, it says just make an X and carry on. We're going to see how quickly we can just carry on. All right, last little piece. We have the board that has everyone's name on it, right? And you guys I'll put that up on your welcome email that's coming. So you can see everyone is going to be getting the first prize, right? Until you miss 3 times, and then you're going to get a second prize. And then if you miss, I think 6, you're in the second prize. If you miss 9, I have it all calculated out, you'll be in the third prize. So what are these crazy little prizes? So yay, I have them here. This is the first prize. It's a sparkly little heart, and it comes with a string, but you don't have to have it as a string. It's a little pocket. And it really is a memento to celebrate. If you're able to do 27 out of 30 days, that you're going to qualify for this. So you can miss 3 times and still get this amazing thing. So I'll pass it around and then you guys can say what you think about it. And then if you happen to miss more than 3 days, right? Because that can happen. You can get sick, you can forget, who knows? So the second one, we have this little, thank you. We have this little wooden heart. Right? Again, very heartfelt. And it's, again, another memento to kind of hold. It's a tangible. And with ritual, our bodies do well with tangible things at the end and prizes. So here's the little wooden heart. And then the third one, you can actually miss 9 times and still get a prize, right? So we have a little rose quartz heart. And again, it's just a stone, a memento to kind of indicate that you had the courage to, sign up for the challenge and give it a try, right? That's huge. Yeah. So we'll pass around the little quartz, rose quartz. And I think that's all I have. And if you don't get a prize, are you a total loser? No, no, no. If you actually tried, you actually, you tried and failed. Those are the most powerful people, the ones that keep trying and failing and trying and failing. I don't know. I heard some crazy thing about the Kentucky Fried Chicken guy, that started Kentucky Fried Chicken. I think he got turned down like, this could be crazy, but like over 1,000 different times. I mean, and same with Einstein when he was trying to figure out electricity. I mean, these are people who fail and fail and fail and don't, they kind of do okay, but they don't make the mark. And that's what we want to do in this challenge is kind of work on that part of this that has this tenacity to keep trying and to not beat ourselves up. Don't use the challenge to beat yourself up, right? This challenge is to learn a different way to be encouraging and to be more positive in our life, whether it's in this challenge or anything that we're working on. All right, all good? Good. All right, does anyone have any questions so far about the challenge, or do you guys want to talk about any of the prizes? Cherie, you have a little question? Go for it. Hold on. We can't hear you. You're going to have to
I just want to
unmute.
make a declaration of I love rose quartz, but I'm going for crystal.
Okay.
I think that is beautiful. And even if I'm sick, I'll raise my toes off the ground and make sure I get that one. So
It's a pretty
I'm going for
sparkly.
crystal.
Going for the crystal.
Yes, I am.
Beautiful. Any questions here?
Does the thing have the 1 through 10 on it, on how you feel?
Not the
That was
calendar.
thing, not the
it's-
calendar?
It's just the challenge.
Just the form?
Yeah, just the
Yeah, so on the
commitment.
so I'm gonna have her put it, you can have these 2 pages, you can print them, so there's a front
Okay.
and a back. And so she's asking the questions, where is the motivational level?
Yeah.
And it's on this page, it's on the commitment page. So you'll have 2 pages this time if you want to keep them separate. Or if you have a relationship with Molly down at Ocean Shore, if you have a printer, you can print 1 page and just do front and back. And then you'll have it all together, which is kind of my recommendation. Great question. Are you excited for the motivational one?
I am too.
Where was most of your motivation on, would you say, on the 100 miles?
Oh, probably like a 10.
A 10?
I'm like freaked out that I'm not making the run, doing the walk tonight. So we did 2 miles already, and I'm like trying to figure out how I'm gonna get about 3 more.
Well,
Or at
after
least 2 more.
tonight, I told Pepe that I've been walking out across the street. So if you want to get in a couple real quick, I could go with you if you want.
Yeah, I don't know about my mom. So
Oh, yeah. All right. Cool. Questions? Do you want to say anything about the crystals or anything about the challenge, Lauren?
Oh, it's just really great to have a tangible thing that, and then you'll remember what you
Mhm.
did. So
Yeah.
it's nice,
Yeah.
the memento, as you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Nora? How are you feeling about the challenge and any of the things?
Yeah, a little nervous. 'Cause
Nervous.
I've never done
Yeah. Yeah.
anything like this, so.
I'm sure Nora is not the only one who's nervous, right? It is nervous. It is nervous to make a commitment, and it's a good sign. Not always comfortable, but it's a good sign. Anything from you, Sin? How are you feeling about the challenge?
I'm excited. I'm excited for a new challenge and to be able to incorporate what works for me in my life. And although I like being able to like stay quiet and be like, oh, this is me time, I really, really thrived on the 100-mile doing it with my little family. And so I think we're just gonna keep that up, and it's just gonna be like a new little family thing.
These two are used to doing all that stuff.
Yeah. 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 So a little easier for them than you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. So if you guys hadn't heard or didn't know that Sin has 2 little boys and a husband who we're really having a great time in the 100 Miles Club with her. And so there were a lot of photos posted, and it was fun to watch her and her family. And, this can be a really good family thing. And, we always say we want our kids or our parents or friends to be healthy. And we really can tell them things, but that doesn't work. What really works is that they see you or that they're a part of it with you. That's where the power is. All right, you guys ready any other questions for any of you guys out there? All good? Mom, you're good? Yeah. You have a question, Mom? Yeah. No question. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the exercises, practices together. The first exercise is going to be the bicep tricep. And so if you have your weights, go get them. But before we actually start, I did want to mention something about warming up, right? So I like to do these strength things after my meditation and after I go for a walk in the morning, so that my body's kind of warm. But if we've been sitting here, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a little kind of a bounce in place and kind of a little qigong bounce. So I'm gonna ask these ladies to find their place around here. And then if you're at home or on the recording, go ahead and just do a little bit of a qigong bounce, or you can stand up, you can kind of march in place, you can dance around, you can flap your wings, you can do whatever you need to do in order to just get a little bit of movement in your body. I love singing and dancing, so that's always kind of fun for me. But yeah, anything we can do to just shake and to kind of move and wiggle and bring the arms up high, or kind of kick the feet, or if you got to keep your feet low, maybe you just wiggle low, and march in place is a good one, and kind of swing the arms, because we are going to be doing arm strength. So you don't have to do a big warm up, just a little bit to get that heart rate and the blood pumping. So we're ready to go. If you don't have weights, you're going to watch Nora back here, because she has 2 little cans of diced tomatoes. That's what she's going to use for her weights. And so wherever you are, go ahead and grab your weights. And Cin's going to come in the middle. She's going to be the demonstrator of the bicep tricep. And so, as we said before, we have 20 reps that we're going to do. Now, you can do all 20 in a row, but we're going to break it up 10 and 10 tonight. So go ahead and just start with your feet about hips distance apart. You're going to turn your palms forward, and I'm going to make sure everyone has a softness in their knee. And when you soften your knees, you're going to feel your core engage. So a soft knee protects the back, and that's yay, thumbs up. So go ahead and count us out, Cin. We're going to curl all the way up on the bicep, and then on the tricep, you're going to kick back and squeeze your arms straight, and that would be 1.
1,
Good.
2,
Good. And we're keeping the knee bend the whole time.
3,
Looks beautiful.
4,
Keeping those elbows close into the
5.
body. And I love how slow. Remember, we talked
6.
about that you can make this very much about gratitude.
7, 8, 9,
One more.
10.
So you have an option. You can keep holding the weights. If you've, over time, you might, as you get stronger, you might be doing like 12 or 15 pounds, and that your heart rate will really go up after 10. So you might have to set it down and take a longer rest. At the beginning, my suggestion is start out with really light weights, and you'll build on that. All right, let's do our second set of 10. And Cin, I'm going to have you turn sideways so that we could see her biceps and her
better side.
Okay, yeah, she did get her better side. All right, go ahead and count us out, everyone. Second set of bicep curl, tricep kickback. Beautiful. So again, you can see she has this nice soft knee bend.
2,
She's got the curl in. We actually squeeze at the top and squeeze at the bottom.
Right.
So bicep here, tricep is in the back of the arm.
4,
And we are breathing through the whole thing.
5,
Looks good, Mom. Beautiful, nice and slow. And think about your muscles. How are they
7,
working? How are they getting stronger?
8,
Good.
9, 10.
Beautiful. All right, be very mindful when you set your weights down, and again, shake out the body a bit. And then this is where you would color in your heart, where it says bicep, tricep. You'd color in your little heart and check, check. Your first exercise is done. The second exercise is a push-up. So Michelle is going to be demonstrating in center stage here. And Nora is going to be on the wall. And so maybe Lauren and Nora will switch. And there's a few ways we can do this. So first of all, I'm going to have Michelle show us the ones on her knees. And wherever you're at, we're only going to do 5 in a row. And then we're going to take a little break. And have you done them on the wall before or first time? So as you're getting set up, you can do them on your knees, you can do them on plank, and then I'm going to help demonstrate with Nora on the wall. So she's going to take her hands here, come on over a little bit more this way, a little wider than his shoulders. And you're going to step your feet back a little bit. And then you're going to bend your arms for your chest to come forward. There you go. And you don't have to go all the way, just a little bit till you get stronger. So this is the wall push-up. Beautiful. And then Michelle's going to show the ones on the knees to start with. And before she starts though, instead of being in a tabletop, remember we're going to straighten our hips down, drop our hips low, and then do the push-up from there. Beautiful. And then Michelle is also strong enough because she practiced real quick before, and she's going to do a couple in the plank pose. All right, is everybody ready to go? We have one more variation for the push-up that I want to show you. And Lauren, do you mind doing that one? You're going to lay down on your back with the weights for a chest press. So this is another variation for the push-ups. I put her on the spot real quick. Sorry. She's like, but she knows what she's doing. She's professional. All right. So she's got her hands straight up overhead. She's got her feet on the ground and her lower back is on the ground. And she's going to bring her arms out to the sides. The elbows are going to hover about an inch off the ground. And then they're going to push. And that would be one. So that's another way to do the push-up if you have trouble with wrist or shoulder or anything else. All good? All right. All right, Michelle's going to lead us. We're going to do 5 and then take a little breather. And then she's going to go right into the next 5 and the next 5 and the next 5. So all of you guys at home are on the recording. Let's do it. We got 20 total. All right, Michelle, start us out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice little breather, right? And you can always do 2 sets of 10, or you may notice you get stronger throughout the challenge. You might be able to do 20 in a row. So, all right, ready? Here we go, second round.
2, 1,
2. You guys look amazing.
3, 4.
Whew. Right? And if you can only do 2 or 3, you shake it out and rest, and then, just keep chiseling away at it. Just because you can't do a full 5 in the row doesn't mean you can't just do 1 rest, 1 rest, 1 rest. We all have to start somewhere. So meet yourself and honor yourself where you're at. You won't be there forever if you do it every day. All right, round number 3, third one. Let's go. All of you guys at home are on the recording. Practice, practice, practice. Beautiful, Spin. Can you go down a little lower? Yes. And breathe as you push up. Good. You got 2 more? 1 more. I tried to sneak in. All right, we got one more set. And it is fun, right? It is fun to have it with music. It's fun to do it with other people. So I like the idea of bringing your family into it. Nice, Lauren. Beautiful. Woo! All good?
Yeah.
How'd it feel?
Ooh, that was good.
That was good.
Yeah, I liked it.
Good. Lauren, how are you feeling about push-ups?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you done them for a while recently?
I haven't done them
You haven't done them in a
since
while.
probably
the summer challenge.
But I like
Truth
that,
be told.
I like that I can still do them in a plank position.
Yeah. Right?
But I have, it gives me like, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
Motivates me
oh,
to.
20?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, Nora, we're gonna put you on the spot. How was it for you on the wall?
Good,
Yeah?
yeah,
Yeah. And you could do them all? You got all 20 in tonight?
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very well
It
done.
wasn't see, I can't do them that way.
Right, but
But
you could do this.
Yeah,
It's so fun.
But you know, when I started her challenge, I did them on the bench at the park. And that's how we did them, along with like the burpees and stuff. We did them on the bench, but by the end of the challenge, we were actually able, you know, she helped us to say, okay, why don't you try a couple
Yeah.
on the ground, and then if you can't finish them on there, then go back to them.
Yeah.
So it was really nice to be able to do that.
And now look at you.
And now look at me. All right, so that would be a heart number 2 next to the push-ups. And our next one is going to be the ab crunches. There are a lot of variations for this. So, how about Sin? Can you do the traditional crunch?
Yes.
So the traditional crunch, I'm gonna have you lead it, Laura, with yours, but yours are a little different, and I think people will want to see the difference. So traditional crunch, you just have feet on the ground, hands behind your head. You take an inhale before you start, and exhale as you lift and squeeze and lower, and exhale and lift. Good. These are done very slowly. You're gonna feel it the slower that you go. So you can do just these little regular traditional crunches. And then Lauren's gonna show how she does hers. Her little crunches look a little different. And these are some variations, right? Because we have people with back issues. So she likes to bend her knees, cross at her ankles, and just lift and lower. And what's really cool is you can lift your booty up off the ground to keep your lower back engaged. And you're gonna work those lower little poochies that we have, right? And the uppers at the same time. So that's another way. Lauren's gonna lead us through this. I'm gonna have Nora and Sin, you guys are gonna do them on the couch. So if you can put your legs on the couch and scooch your bottom up against the couch. This is another way to do crunches with your legs up on the couch.
I love all the variations to do these.
There's
to
a
still
lot.
actually get it done.
Yeah, and I'm gonna show, so you're gonna watch those two in the back on the couch do theirs. Lauren's gonna do hers with the little cross leg, and she's gonna count for us. But before Lauren starts the counting, I'm gonna show you one other cool one that Vivian and I did today. So it looked like this, right? Because Vivian's, I think, 83, right? So it doesn't matter how old you are. It matters if you're gonna be brave enough to have courage to try things. So what she did was we sat in this little cross-legged position, and she crossed her hands behind her head, and we took a breath in, and then on the exhale, we went to the side as far as we could, and then we slowly used our core to pull ourselves back up to center. And then the other side, and back up to center. And the count went like this. It went 1 and 2. And we did 10 of those. And then we took a little break, and then, you know, she did them in a different variation. So you can mix and match, right? So I'm sure you guys will have some different ways to do them, but it's a practice night tonight. If you want to try the one sitting, you can. If you want to try the one on the couch.
Do the one sitting up, Mom?
no, I'll try
You wanna
this.
try that one?
And then Lauren's gonna lead us. Lauren's gonna count us out for 10. So if you're at home or on the recording, just figure out which ones you want to try tonight.
Yeah.
And she's gonna do the first 10. We'll take a little break, make sure everyone's okay, and then we'll carry on.
Okay.
All right, here she
Here
goes.
we 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 9,
One more, everybody.
10.
Good. Take a little breather. Love it, Cherie. I like those side bends. And again, you may be faster or slower than the other people tonight, but you'll want to keep in mind that you go at your own pace when you're on your own. Yes. All right, we've got one more set of 10. And what I want you to do is I want you to really focus on gratitude. I want you to think about how amazing it is you've been given this life. You've been given this amazing human body. And you're not sick, you're not injured, you're not in the hospital, you're able-bodied. Let's have some gratitude during this last 10, all right? Feel it, honor it. When you're ready, Lauren.
Here we go. 1, 2,
Gratitude.
4,
How cool you have ab muscles.
6, 7,
Beautiful.
8, 9,
One more, guys.
10.
Ah. All right, so go ahead and just lay down where you are. And what I love about this, if you end with the abs, right, you can do them in any order, but you can bring your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, and just kind of circle your knees around, massaging the lower back on the earth. This is a great place to do some happy baby. If you know what happy baby is, you can go ahead and grab your feet and pull in. Beautiful, lots of different variations. Can also do some single knee hugs and a little bit of stretching, right? So once you finish, just a little stretching, and then eventually we'll all come up to seated and we'll finish out this evening together. You guys did good. You guys feel good?
Yes.
Yeah, come up close, come up close. All right, so all of these exercises, right? Sometimes it's the hardest thing to do is to actually commit to something. So I know a lot of you have already committed, so congratulations. Just have fun with enjoying your commitment because we have till Wednesday before we start. So let that excitement build. And for those of you that aren't quite sure, right, it can take a little bit of time and a lot of courage to go, oh my gosh, am I really going to do this? You have all the way up until next Wednesday night to sign up and get fully registered. And we're not going to do late signups this time because you know you can't make up anything. Where the 100 miles you can make it up. So deal. If you're going to do it, you're going to go for it. Then you know you're on the way to go starting next Wednesday. All right. Any questions? Any questions from out there? And before we close, I'm going to have you guys share, if you can, a little bit about what is your why. Thinking about, we talked about, you know, having that devotional, having strength, improving posture, just loving challenges. There's lots of different whys, and your why may change before Wednesday. It may change during the whole challenge, and that's fine too, because this challenge is just about, you know, learning more about ourselves, how to be in relationship in a really kind way. There's a lot more strength in kindness than being mean and punishing. So we'll try it out and we'll see for ourselves and see if you believe me or not. All right, does anyone here want to start? Lauren?
I like doing my exercise in the morning, so this is like jump-starting my day. And when I don't exercise, I notice that I don't feel as energized and positive. So yeah, it's a good way.
Good. And it can be done whenever. Everyone's different, but I kind of feel like Lauren. I like mine first thing in the morning because my motivation and my energy level kind of gets revved up, and it's not hanging over my head. I don't know. I have a thing about it hanging over my head. But some people, that doesn't bother them. They do it right before bed and they're good to go. So, Nora, why would you want to do this, or what would you
Just
feel?
to strengthen my muscles, because I feel like as I'm getting older,
Mhm.
everything is a lot harder. I get up in the morning and everything hurts.
Yeah.
And so I actually have to warm up, and
Mm-hmm.
because I'm constantly getting up, sitting down, and jumping up and down all the time, doing everything because I've got a daycare.
Uh-huh.
So when I get up, I'm in pain. But by the middle of the morning, I'm already feeling better,
Yeah.
because so I want to just keep from getting.
Yeah. It's so true, right? It's always when we're stiff and there's pain, it's such a hurdle to move the body. It's so hard. And so if you already know like nothing's wrong with you, it's normal, and we have to push through and move the body. We just have to do it in a nice, gentle, kind way, and we're going to feel better because Nora is living proof of it. Yeah.
My why is right now it's my babies are getting heavier and I want to be able to hold them longer. So right now that's my focus. So if I keep
Perfect.
that on the forefront, I think it'll push me to,
Nice.
and then to realize once my body starts changing, I'm like, okay, I can up it a little bit. I
Yes.
can change my why, but right now that's a good motivation for me to get started.
Yeah. And I think that's important for all of us to remember that your why has to be meaningful to you. So it can be whatever other people think about it, or you think it's wacky, doesn't matter. If it's your why, then it's perfect. It's perfect.
My why is to maintain my strength. Okay,
Mhm.
and if it gets stronger by what I continuously do, then I'm happy, but I just don't want it to, I don't want to lose it.
Mhm.
I don't want to lose the strength that I have.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm very strong, but I just don't want to lose that.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to pick up my grandchildren as well. and pick them up and hold them and swing them around and be able to do all those things. So that's my why, to maintain my strength, and by doing so become stronger as well.
Good. Beautiful. Anyone online? Mom, do you want to share your why? Or Cherie, do you want to share your why? Let's see if I can.
I have to agree with all of you ladies about your whys, because mine is get up in the morning, get it done. That's the first thing. And, getting out of bed is always a challenge, because I'd rather just get right back underneath the covers. So freaking cold here. But I think for myself, truly to start, truly to love myself enough to take care of my body. And that is why I do this with Michelle, because she's a constant for me. And I guess I really need to have someone that I can check in with every week, and to make sure that I am doing what I say I am doing. And I really, really like that. So I will continue to do that with her. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm with all of you guys. I have the same thing going on. Just yeah. So let's do it, girls. Let's do it.
Let's do it, everybody. Hey. How about Ashley? Are you willing? Hello, friendly little face. You want to take yourself off mute and tell us a little bit about why you might want to do this, or what the reason is, or what's inspiring you?
Hello, well, my name's Ashley. I am doing this. Sorry, I'm just coming on. I'm coming back. We're coming back from cheer practice. So, I'm sure you saw Matt. I am doing this. First of all, I'm tired of being tired all the time. I know I was in the last informational or the last what do you call that thingy you guys just did? The 100 mile thing. We are walking more, right? We're walking in the mornings to school.
And we're walking and my mom's picking me up and we're walking home.
And we're walking to church. So I have, so I just want to be healthier for my girls. I have a hernia that I need to be fixed. So that's medical and important. So yeah, overall good health for all of us, huh? Yeah.
Perfect. Well, we hope to see you in the group and in the check-ins and doing all the things, and we'd love to support you. And any of you guys that are watching the recording, if you have other questions, right? It officially starts next Wednesday, so there's plenty of time to ask questions. If you didn't like some of the variations or they still don't work for you, go ahead and give me a call. We can work one-on-one a little bit and make sure that you get set up with some things that are going to work for you. So I think we are done. I think we're all out of questions here. I just want to say thank you for showing up and good luck. And hi, baby. Hi, sweet baby. And anyways, let's do this. As Cherie said, let's just do this. So thank you guys. All right. Have a good night.
Bye.
Okay. Let's see. Have to
Okay, how you doing?
see if we can turn this off.